Hey everybody, welcome back to JR Budgets and to week three of July's cash stuffing. Shocked that July is going so fast. It's absolutely crazy. How are we nearly halfway through the month already and more than halfway through the year? I actually don't know. But anyway, let's get cracking. I've nothing left from last week. I spent it all. I bought some bits on Vinted, which I will explain. I also took some money out of home and subscriptions. I'll explain what I got and where the money is coming from. This is what I am cash stuffing this week. So I have five in coin. It's going to be 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I think. Is that right? Five. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 70. I'm so confused right now. Start again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. That is more in line with what I was thinking. 85, 95, 105, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 105, 115, 35, 55, 75. There we go. So €275 being cash stuffed this week. So on straight away into the sinking funds binder and into technology. So tech this week is going to get a tenner. So I might throw a tenner in there. So 295. So it has 100, 200, 250, 240, 50. Sorry, it's 250. 70, 80, 90, 95. Jesus, I make an absolute hymns of this so far. Eating Out is going to get some money this week because I am going away next weekend and I will need some cash for that. So 130 you are now in Eating Out, so 110, 20, 25, 30. So, but I'll also be taking money out of the Passport to Success fund. Health, I'm going to put in a tenner this week, so 160 with 150 of that already in the bank. Cats, I don't think it's going to get anything. Nope, it's not going to get anything, but I did put in 50 quid during the week when I unstuffed those couple of challenges, or three challenges that I had. Hoot, the trip one, and there was one other. Save Appalachia. Clothing is not going to get anything, but it has 100, and that also got a little bit of a boost during the week when I did my unstuffing, so nothing going in there. Home, so I took a tenner out of home, um, and then I started it off. I wiped it off and started again. So I'm going to add in a fiver this week, so €105 in home. So that's where I took some bits because I bought three different like packages, if you want to call them, on Vinted. So I'm going to Manchester next weekend, and I bought some bits on Vinted to some savings challenge bits. So I will pick them up, and so I took a tenner out of the home for that, and I also used my spending money, and I took a tenner out of subscriptions. But anyway, haircut is going to get a fiver. I haven't had a haircut yet still, but I'm hoping to get one during the week. So I'll be spending like 30 quid out of this week coming. So it has 75. So 50 in the bank, 60, 65, 70, 75. So all good on that one. And then subscriptions, which is a budget with Ira challenge. This is going to get a fiver, and I took a tenner out of this. There was 20 euro note, so I took out that 20 and swapped it for a tenner. And I can cross off another one of these. And subscriptions. Can just put this down on the back. What was it? 12th of the 7th minus 10 for Vinted. Just so I have an idea. You probably can't even see that, but if I hold it up close there like that, you'll probably be able to see it. And that has 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 30 quid in that one, which I don't think, again, I don't need anything at the moment. The last time I took money out, I put it onto my split account for Disney Plus, or not Disney Plus, for YouTube Premium and for Apple One. I think that'll get me another like 2 months maybe. So all good there. And then my house, which got a massive chunk last week, got €500. So I'm going to add in the usual 25 in here. So this one now has 3, 4, 2, 5. So does it is the question. So 2,500, 3,000, 3,100, 3,300, 3,350, 3,007. Sorry, that's 3,370, 3,390, 3,410, 415, 420, 425. So 3,425, which is correct. Fantastic. And then the last one in this binder, I have been skipping it, but my Kindle is due today, long story short. So I'm going to put in a fiver into here. I will potentially start getting. Oh, I don't like that. That's too green, but it's fine. You get the drift that that is colored in. That Books Saving Challenge has a fiver going in. Um, so yeah, the Kindle was due to arrive last Sunday, and I got an email that morning going, "Hey, this has been delayed. It's going to now be next Sunday or a week." And I was like, "Ah, you can fuck right off." I got mad with them. Anyway, on to my spending money. So I am giving myself €50 as always. And I finished the Hoot Loot challenge the other week. So I'm on to a rock, paper, scissors challenge. This was, I don't know, got this something out on Vinted. So I actually, do you know what? Love Vinted for like repurposing things and being able to reuse stuff that wouldn't necessarily be used. So that is rock for a fiver. So let's go again. And I got paper for a tenner, so that's 15. And I'm gonna leave it at 15 this week because, like I said, I am away in Manchester, so I will take the extra few bob and I will put this uh, sugar eggs in here. And I will be back in 1 second. Cool, cool, I'm back. Sorry, I had bacon in the oven for doing burgers later on, so I had it between like two trays. And I was like, there's a really nice smell. And I was like, oh crap. Rock, paper, scissors. So I put in 15 quid here. So it has 5, 10, 20, 40 euros in rock, paper, scissors. Onto travel tarot then. So I give myself €20 for travel, and my tarot cards are here. These are foiled tarot cards. So let's mix them up and see how much that one feels like it wants to. No, I'll mix it up. And let's see what is going into this challenge this week. So let's go this one here. So X1 is Justice, which is 11. So let's pop 11 into Travel Tarot, which gives me 9 for the week, which is probably not enough. But I do have that little bit extra spending money, so it's not too bad. Let's pop that back there. And put this in here before I forget. So 9 for spending for the week. And let's see what is in the Travel Tarot envelope. Because there's a lot of coin in here. Okay, so, well, you probably can't see what I'm looking into this way without taking them all out. Attempting to anyway. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 15 in coin. And that's 20, 30, 40, 50, and 50. €100 bang on in the Travel Tarot Challenge now. Amazing. On to these will be stuff to shorts. So I'm moving on to the scratch off challenge, and this is budget with honey, and I'm on the lemon loot. And let's do one of these, and let's start with this one here. And this is saving a fiver this week, so let's give it a waft and add in €5 into lemon loot, which means the scratch off challenge now has 100, 20, 30, 135 in that one. And blocks, let's do €10 into here. So this is going to have 10, 20, 25, 30. And do two of these. So let's do another one of those long ones. And another long one. Probably could have put them on better, but it's fine. And then last but no means least in this binder, I have the jelly bean jar. So let's take that out and roll a dice, if I can find it, and see what we're putting into the jelly bean jars. So red is 15, so let's color in a red. And I'll do one more roll. Purple, which is the dark blue. So these can all go back. And dark blue is a tenner. So €25 going into that one this week. It's going to go here because I don't want to attempt to have the same color touching, if I can. So let's just €25 going into jelly bean jar. And then that has in total 50 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 80, 91, 155 already. That's one that just feels like it's building up so quickly, and there's still loads of way to go. And there is 155 already in my jelly bean jar. And that is it for the savings challenge binder. So on to travel then. And I will be taking money out of this week. So last week I took money out of my unstuffing. I took out €75 and that covered my hotel and it covered my flights. So I just need some spending money. I have spent another 75 and that has given me dinner. A 2 nights dinner, so slug and lettuce for one night, and prezzo for another night. Two-course meals in each of those, and also the Coronation Street tour. So that's why I need to take out €75. So I'll probably take that out. Actually, I'll take it out right now. I'll take it out of Passport to Success. So 50 and 75 coming out, and I'll bring that back to the bank, and I'll take the 50 out of the little vault. And then I'm going to add in a fiver onto the passport this week, which means I can tick off another passport. And don't forget your passports. And then passport to success has 20, 30, 35, 40. So €40 in passport to success, which is fantastic. I love that one because that's what I kind of use when I'm on my little trips or like when I don't have anything properly planned out. Travel fund is done with 300. Accommodation 10. I'm going to put in €30 this week because I am also eager to get this done. So that's 10, 20, and 30. And I can go in here into accommodation fund. So that has 200, 250, 70, 93, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. 390 quid in accommodation fund, which is brilliant. London is going to stay as it is for now, and the trip challenge, right, it was back over here because I cleaned it off, and I am going to do the same again. I'm going to call them a fiver each. Look, I always do that. Put mark on myself. So I'm going to do it, and I'm going to color in one orange plain. It's probably like what, EasyJet or something. Fun fact, never flown EasyJet. They don't actually fly to Ireland, which is it's a bit of a shame because I feel like if EasyJet did or like Wizz Air fly to Ireland and they could like have a good market share here because it's just Ryanair. Anyway, that is the trip challenge with a fiver gone in there. And that's that binder done. So on to Christmas, or sorry, the occasions. What have I got? 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. So I have 50 quid left to do. So I leave gifts as it is. I will pop a tenner into my mom's birthday, and every icon is 15, so there's nothing I can do there. And that onto Christmas. This is one that I actually, to be honest, I don't know how much is actually left in Christmas this time around. But I already have 50 in the bank, or sorry, 500 in the bank. So let's go. 10. 10 is the gingerbread people, and each of those, if you can see in the bottom right hand side, is a fiver. So let's do a fiver, and let's color in another one of these. Go in, and that is 10 in the front side. I keep saying front side, but I know what I'm doing, which is all that matters. And then 8, which is this one here. So 8 is the earmuffs, and that's also a fiver. So I'll add in a fiver there as well. And let's color in another pair of earmuffs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know, it just looks like there's less there, but all G. And yeah, I'm so bad at coloring when it comes to things like this because you can't really see I'm going outside the lines. If it was like a black, or sorry, white, plain white background, I would be a little bit more careful. But that has 20 quid now in the cozy earmuffs fund. Which means that the last, what have we got left? 10, 20, 30. I'm going to put into the challenge box because I am ridiculously eager to get this done at this stage because I feel like I'm so close. Now I could take off. It's also so hard to get the money in. Okay, so let's go. I could go 5. Oh, that's what I'm going to do to make it look. I could go 30. I'm not, but I'm going to go 5, 10, 20, and 30. So I literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left to do. Now, granted, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are high. So, yeah, there we go. Thank you so much for watching another cash stuffing video. I hope you have a great week, and I will chat to you next week. And yeah, have a good one. Talk to you soon. Bye.